What is up, TBMG Nation? We're back with another video, and today we're going to talk about Peninsula. Peninsula is from the same director that brought us Train to Busan back in 2016, director Yeon Sang-ho. Peninsula is a story of an ex-Korean soldier who became a refugee in Hong Kong after the zombie outbreak in Korea. He is sent to a mission to go back in the middle of zombie-infested Korean wasteland to retrieve a very valuable stash. Wait! Isn't it Train to Busan Part 2? Many people expected Peninsula to be a direct sequel to Train to Busan. Hence, its second title, Train to Busan Part 2, Peninsula. If you are looking for a continuation and you want to find out what happened to the lady and the little girl that survived in the original film, well, sorry to tell you, this is not that movie. Peninsula is set 4 years after the events in Train to Busan. Therefore, this is not your Train to Busan 2, but this is a spin-off. It is only set in that universe. So, please let me call this movie Peninsula instead of calling it Train to Busan Part 2. Peninsula is an action horror film with less horror but more action. I, for one, always like Korean actors. They are very good in portraying their roles. Korean actors, for me, they are like chameleons. Knowing the theme of the film, it's pretty obvious that this movie has a very serious tone. Of course, you're going inside a zombie-infested country, and that's between life and death. However, in the film, there are these two girls. Their character names are Jun-hee and Yu-jin. And these two girls made a lot of difference in the film. They balanced out the seriousness and the stakes of the movie. If you think of Yu-jin, the younger sister, she is very cheerful and positive, even knowing that there are just zombies around where they live. That is basically because this is the life that she grew up to. So she's already used to the dangers of her surroundings. Let's talk about the stakes. The stakes in Peninsula are basically the same as the same stakes that we've seen from past zombie movies or TV series. Don't get bitten by a zombie! A loved one will die trying to save someone! You are surrounded by dead walking persons! Zombies in Peninsula are used as a device to create hurdles and obstacles for the characters and nothing more. That is why you'll appreciate the original Train to Busan film. The stakes from the original film definitely has more weight. In Train to Busan, from the very beginning, it's already established the importance of the father to transport her little girl to Busan for a safer haven. And when the father met his demise, it crushed everyone's hearts. And that is the Train to Busan moment that we've been looking for in Peninsula. And I'm very sorry to say that Peninsula failed terribly in making an emotional connection with their audience. They needed to wait that final few minutes in the film for us to get emotionally attached. Now, the first thing that I've noticed when the crew came back to Korea, they needed to go there after midnight or in the dark so that the zombies can't see them. In some films, we do complain of a very dark setting because it's very hard to see the movements of the characters. However, in Peninsula, everything is just so well lit. It's like the moon is shining bright like the sun. It's very odd and unnatural in a zombie wasteland. Peninsula is CGI heavy. The car chases are all computer generated, and the movement of the cars looks very weird and unnatural. So I'm just wondering why they cannot do a practical car chase scene and they chose to go to the CGI route. But I want to give a kudos to all the actors because they acted well together with the CGI. It's only the CGI that bothered me. And the whole set and the whole environment in Peninsula looks like they shot it in green or blue or a hangar somewhere. Their environment really looks unnatural as well. This is not a nitpick. If you want to do a CGI, you gotta do it naturally. Do it minimally if you cannot do it seamlessly. We've seen several zombie movies. There's I Am Legend, there's World War Z, and the TV series The Walking Dead. So that's why I can't help but notice the differences between their environments. Making a zombie film these days is very challenging. You're following the footsteps of those gigantic productions. So I'll just skip to the chase and give you the overall recommendation. If you're looking for an action-packed zombie film, well, this one is for you. You can take Peninsula as a generic zombie action movie. So if you have time and want to experience it for yourself, go ahead and watch Peninsula. So, do you agree with half of what I said? Comment down your thoughts on the highly anticipated sequel to Train to Busan. Again, thank you so much for watching. Till the next video. And remember, in this world, there are only two types of moviegoers. Those who go to the movies then spoils it on the internet, and those who go to the movies that watches TVMG. Haha, let's go!